2 years ago, a roll of exciting events swept through the world of cryptocurrency. This was on November 9, 2021. Bitcoin maximalists were sporting red laser eyes. FTX had just closed a $420 million funding round, and there was a rumor that the Dogecoin's biggest fan, Elon Musk, might have had an episode of SNL. The major highlight was that Bitcoin hit its highest price ever. This is why it's sad that these gains did not stand the test of time. Now, we do hope for a recovery. The entire crypto market was ecstatic at the reported Bitcoin surging beyond $42,000. This development unleashed several bullish predictions, thus leading to hopes among cryptocurrency enthusiasts of the beginning of a potential supercycle that could propel the leading digital currency towards an ambitious $500,000 threshold. $500,000? I mean, are we not getting ahead of ourselves? The optimism within the digital asset community is palpable as Bitcoin notched its third consecutive month of gains, boasting an additional 11% increase in this month alone, reaching its highest level seen since the market downturn in April 2022. We are glad to announce that Bitcoin is booming again, just weeks after the downfall of two of the biggest industry names. Bulls are hoping the prosecutors draw a line under the sector's troubled past and will allow it to tap billions of dollars of cash from Wall Street. Simply put, the price of the most actively traded cryptocurrency has soared about 160% this year to a 20-month high of $44,000, leading the charge among digital tokens as the gloomy sentiment that has hung over the market for the longest period fades and traders rush back in. It only came weeks after the US successfully secured criminal prosecutions against Chanpeng Zhao and Sam Bankman-Fried, the former chiefs of Binance and FTX Exchange, respectively, and two of the biggest names associated with the bubble market of 2020 and 2021. Speculators are currently betting that the toughest regulatory punishments have been passed and Bitcoin will be embraced by large global fund managers and investment banks. An analyst said, "You're looking at two of the biggest guys in crypto potentially both going to jail, and yet crypto goes on. The old guard is being replaced by fresh money. Everything has been thrown at Bitcoin and is held up. Whether you like it or not, it's going to command a place in portfolios." The amazing surge in Bitcoin, along with other cryptocurrencies, also came as investors placed bets on growth stocks and riskier assets in anticipation that central banks will begin cutting interest rates next year. Well, it was just one spike, and everyone is already laying down different expectations. We wouldn't blame them though. We have been in a dark cycle of gloom for quite a while in the market. The crypto market, known for its booms and busts, has a particular spring in its step after 20 months of negative headlines and painful declines. From a mind-blowing peak of just over $69,000 in November 2021, Bitcoin has slumped in value by 3/4 to just $16,000 at the beginning of this year. Its steady recovery this year started getting momentum in November, especially after US authorities fined Binance $4.3 billion for breaching money laundering and financial sanctions. Crucially, it did not shut down the world's most influential crypto exchange. The decision has helped draw out the crypto bulls. El Salvador's authoritarian president, Nayib Bukele, under whom Bitcoin became legal tender in 2021, triumphantly posted on X that the country's holdings of the digital currency were back in profit. Meanwhile, Brian Armstrong, chief executive of US exchange Coinbase, said that he has been contemplating on how Bitcoin may be the key to extending Western civilization. Some even see the beginning of a new supercycle. For example, last month, Bernstein, the US investment bank, predicted Bitcoin could more than triple in value to $150,000 by 2025. Another factor that fueled the optimism is the anticipation of approval by the Securities and Exchange Commission for exchange-traded funds that invest directly in the cryptocurrency. This moment is worth celebrating. From a mere $16,200 to above $42,000, Bitcoin had put aside the stains of 2022, especially the collapse of the prominent FTX exchange. Bitcoin's price suffered a fatal fall due to the implosion of FTX, and as a result, the crypto market took a tumble, leaving exchanges to file for bankruptcy on November 11th of 2022. The untimely collapse of the FTX exchange caused many investors, retailers, and institutions heavy losses as their funds were still stuck in the exchange. To make matters worse, there was a hack soon after the bankruptcy was filed, worsening the already grim situation. The US Securities and Exchange Commission investigated Sam Bankman-Fried's action as the executive of FTX. Currently, this case has been revisited and Sam Bankman-Fried was charged with numerous offenses he committed. With this, an expert added, FTX was in the control of inexperienced and unsophisticated individuals, and some or all of them were comprised individuals. The now defunct FTX exchange had roughly $600 million in assets stolen by an exploiter. As this hacker started offloading his funds, the market reacted to it, triggering another sell-off. Then, Bitcoin's price crashed roughly 6% between November 19th and 22nd as a result of the low liquidity during the weekends. However, with the recent development, Bitcoin bulls seem to have come out of hiding, denoting a sudden shift in market sentiment. As a result, a popular crypto analyst laid out his timeline for Bitcoin to surge to a new all-time high. This was passed across in a YouTube video where the anonymous host of Invest Answers said $100,000 is an easy achievable target for the king of crypto during its next bull run. The Invest Answers host claimed that Bitcoin hitting $45,000 before Christmas is looking extremely obvious, noting that it could very likely hit $50,000. The trader calculated it took an average of 175 days from Bitcoin's past 3 halvings, with Bitcoin projected to reach its next halving on April 17th. The analyst noted that 175 days after that would be October 8th of 2024. I believe based on history, Bitcoin will hit $69,000 before October 8th. I believe that's going to happen a lot before that. I think we could be seeing crazy times. The Invest Answers host, citing a chart from the crypto market intelligence firm K33 Research, noted that Bitcoin is recovering faster than it did during past cycles. He tweeted, "I added a green arrow to highlight where we are in the cycle. We are higher. We got there faster than in previous cycles. I've been saying for months, this is a real and compelling narrative we have. The Bitcoin bull run is incredible. Furthermore, it's not the only crypto community that is bullish, but executives in cryptocurrency industry are not excluded. They called the start of a new bull run with a growing number of voices calling for fresh all-time highs for Bitcoin in 2024 above $100,000. Bitcoin has rallied more than 120% in this year alone, with many optimistic about the surge continuing into 2024. Since investors are focused on what the industry sees as positive developments, they have enough of them. The first is growing excitement that a Bitcoin exchange traded fund, or ETF, might be approved soon. This could bring in larger traditional investors who previously did not want to touch crypto. I think what the ETF means is that Bitcoin is going mainstream, and that's what people were waiting for, an expert noted. The second development is that the Bitcoin halving, which takes place every 4 years, is scheduled for May of 2024. Halving is when miners who uphold the Bitcoin network see the rewards of their work cut in half. This keeps the cap on the supply of Bitcoin, of which there will only ever be 21 million coins, and is often a factor behind a new rally. Several market participants are expecting a bull run sometime after the halving, but given the ETF news, we could very much have a bull run before, leaving most investors on the sidelines. This could cause a massive upward run in price, an analyst noted. Bitcoin's recent surge just paved the way for more bold calls for Bitcoin's price. Various experts have set thick forecasts, or let's say mouth-watering ones. There's no doubt that 2024 will be an exciting ride. These bold calls began with Standard Chartered, which reiterated an April price call that Bitcoin would hit $100,000 by the end of 2024. The bank said that this would be driven by the approvals of numerous ETFs. That would mean about a 180% rally from the current price, according to the data provided. Another analyst, Matrixport, which bills itself as a crypto financial services firm, released a note last week projecting Bitcoin would reach 63,140 by April 2024 and 125,000 by the end of next year. From all indications, Bitcoin could hit a new all-time high in 2024. So let's bring it on already. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on the subscribe notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.